Tell us a bit about what fans can expect from the album when that drops.
Yeah, the album's gonna elaborate more on me, why I'm doing what I'm doing, and the actual consequence of what I'm doing, because I'm not just out here talking. You understand? There's gonna be actions following what I'm saying, so the album will give you a heads up.
Can you just explain that to us, why you are doing what you're doing, what's your motivation, what's your driving factor?
I came from a community that had a lot of social exclusion, and I realised that goes back to the issue of representation. So I came to represent and came to help everyone who doesn't quite have a voice find their voice.
Does that add pressure, because that's quite a big task?
It is. Boy, I put pressure on myself. So if I've come up here and I'm standing in front of these cameras, I'm telling you, look, that's what I'm going to do. I'm the only one I have to answer to. So yeah, I'm pressuring myself.
You talk about music giving a voice to people, breaking down boundaries. Are there particular artists that you feel have already done that have inspired you?
Fuse is inspirational beyond measure. He's done that. He's given a voice. Like I just saw him just now, and I was like, this is New Africa. Yeah, that's what I'm on, because that's giving a voice to the other side of Africa that doesn't get seen, and it's being celebrated, it's being accepted because it's good music. You can't argue with it. I think different styles are getting represented. I think there's always work to be done in representation, because there's always new things coming up, new social phenomena, new trends. Do you know what I mean? New groups that want a voice, and that's a process. You have to understand, back in the Renaissance days, BK was saying, like, people just did what they wanted. A philosopher would be a mathematician or a scientist, and he would just be recognized for his ideas. And that's what I'm just out here giving you guys ideas.
And how are you adjusting to, like, life in the spotlight?
Life in the spotlight keeps me on my toes. You know what I mean? I can't do the things that I used to do anymore. But it's all good. It's all good. I won't say no more than that. I think streaming gives an indication of how much. How you doing? You right? Yeah. Yeah. Streaming gives an indication of how much someone's being listened to, which purchases might not, because purchases, that's a different thing. Buying music's different from listening to music. So it's important to get factored in. I think the streaming conversation still needs to be developed somewhat, but I won't bore you lot with that. But
Do you think YouTube should be added? YouTube views, because that's a lot of music nowadays.
so views is different from streaming as well. That's a whole different kettle of fish. So for that to get factored in, I don't know. Like we have to be clear on what the charts are supposed to represent, really and truly.